Welcome back to Whitt Acres. Today we're going to be doing some prep work down in the vegetable garden. We have a pretty nice day right now. The ducks are already out free ranging. I accidentally left the gate open and they took advantage of me this morning. But they're enjoying the day. We're actually supposed to get some rain this afternoon, so that's why I'm down here doing some work. So my main goal today is to get the pumpkin patch all tilled up and ready for the giant pumpkin. The tiller I'm using is kind of old and I got it off my grandfather, and it doesn't run very strong. So if it rains on everything here, I don't know if it's going to be able to till up wet soil. Pop. It just took me a while to get down here because it doesn't drive very fast. The hyacinths are blooming around the pollinator ring right now, a nice purple color. We have those all around the property actually. We've been getting some asparagus out of this bed and letting the other ones go. The peas that we planted are all popping up. The onions too in this bed and the peas for that trellis. But I have the tiller down here. You can hear it, it's not running too strong, but I'm hoping it's gonna be enough to get this pumpkin patch area all tilled up so I have nice soft soil to plant my pumpkins into. I don't know how long this is gonna take, but I'm hoping I can get it done before the rain comes. If I still have time, I'm gonna do some work on the squash mound too. I brought the gas-powered weed whacker down here and I put the blade on it for heavy duty work. Over here on this hillside running down the edge of the vegetable garden is my squash mound. It's where I plant my watermelons and my squash and pumpkins. My dad used to throw old flower pots down here, so we actually have some creeping Jenny that perennialized. I've pulled from that so I can put it around the pond. But right here we have some white iris blooming. I don't think I have white irises anywhere else. But this is the whole squash mound and I want to get it all cleaned off so I can get that mulch spread out. And that's all thistle growing on there, which is a little bit too thick for the stringer, so I have to put the blade on. Pop. Make sure there's no critters in there. But I'm gonna get to work on the pumpkin patch here and hopefully I can get it done before it rains. Alright, so something isn't running right here on the rototiller. I made it almost one whole pass across the patch here, but for some reason this isn't getting enough fuel, so it's not running at a high RPM. But even with it struggling through it, it's still better than a rake. I'm gonna let it rest for a little bit before I try and fire it back up, and I'll just switch off and get some weed whacking done. The roosters are crowing right now. Thanks, Bert. Good job, Rufio. And if you haven't seen it yet on the Homestead channel, we just got goats. We have just about everything up there right now. We have goats now, we have pigs, we have chickens, ducks, a goose, turkey, baby ducklings, and baby chicks. Springtime's always fun. That needs to be tighter. Good boy, puppy. We got all the mulch spread out, and that's looking a lot better right now. One more pow to do. I think I'm gonna try the tiller again here though, because I am starting to feel a couple sprinkles and the sky's starting to get a little dark out there. Huh, pup? What are you doing in the bed? Well, I got as far as I can with the rototiller right now. It's not running very strong. I think the carb needs cleaned out. Oh, pop. But we're not going to take the time to try and do that right now. This isn't actually too bad right now. I just wanted to break up that top layer of compost that I spread on it, and I was able to get most of the patch ground up here. It's soft enough for Echo to make a bed in it. Huh, bud? Yeah, good boy. Hopefully I can get my brother to stop by and do some work on the rototiller, get it running strong again. He was a mechanic, so it's a lot easier for him to do that type of stuff. I don't tend to lend my brain power to auto mechanics. It's not one of my strengths. But over here on the squash mound, we got the top all chopped down. Then I got the mulch all spread around the tree row and the irises. That's looking a lot better, but I do still want to spread the rest of this leftover compost that I didn't put in the raised beds because it's not completely broken down yet, but I still want to add that to the squash mound. The squash mound has pretty poor soil on it, so anything I can add to it to give it nutrients is going to help. So I'm going to get the wheelbarrow so I can move that over there, and we can try and get this wrapped up before the rain starts. It's actually an hour behind already, but I can feel it kind of getting cooler. And the wind's picking up a little bit. It's just an incredibly light rain right now, just barely even spitting water, which isn't great because I'm counting on rain today. I'm almost completely out of water at the barn in my rain harvest system. And as you can see here in the intake bay, the pond is really low on water too. So rain would do us real good here on the property. And I didn't record it, but I did finally get the front mulch all spread out that I had dumped off there. The neighbors were out, so I didn't want to record. It's just too close, but I'll show you what it looks like now. Ooh, the geyser. Here it is. My dad just put on a new set of wheels, so we should have some smooth riding. I just wanted to try the tiller one more time to see if I could get a little bit further with it. There was some good broken down compost over there, so I brought that over here for the pumpkin mound. I want to build up a little bit of a mound here with nice soft soil to plant the pumpkins into. The softer soil is going to give less resistance to the pumpkin roots, so they'll be able to reach out through the soil and grow a lot faster. Pop. We made some good progress down here today. Of course, we're not finished tilling up the patch, but I did get all the wood chips spread around here down the tree line and in front of the squash mound, and it's looking a lot better. Just in time for the irises to start putting on some buds and start blooming. As you can see, I got all the animal bedding and the manure spread across the top of the mound here, so if we ever get this rain that's supposed to be coming today, it can help wash the nutrients down into the squash mound soil. I'm just going to continue trying to nourish that soil and make it better. The ducks have been out all day enjoying the forage. Some people said I need to dig a pond closer to the barn so they don't have to run as far, but look how far they go anyway. Doesn't matter if I dig the pond closer, they still run the whole field. I would like to eventually get a perimeter fence up though, so I don't have to worry as much. But I think the vegetable garden's looking pretty good here. It is starting to sprinkle now. We had some weeds come up through the pathways. I just took the weed whacker around and chopped them all down. I don't put plastic or fabric down. With the amount of wood chips I put down, the weeds will grow right into the wood chips, right on top of whatever fabric or plastic is down. So the garden does get a little weedy sometimes, but we're keeping it natural. I know I saw a bunch of worms, grubs, and bugs whenever I was loading up that compost there, so the robins are coming in here to start picking through all of it. The birds love it whenever I get out here in the gardens and turn things up. But I think the rain is finally coming in, so that's going to be all for this one. Gonna have to close up. I was planning on strolling around the gardens and taking you along with me today, so hopefully this rain doesn't last too long. So that's going to be all for this one. If you want to keep following along with everything here at Whitt Acres, make sure to subscribe down below, hit that like button before you leave, and you can see me and Echo on the next one. Thanks for watching.